Alright, before we start, one more blessing, and this is my favorite of all time. I say it every year, but you're gonna hear it again. It goes a little something like this. May those who love us, and to those who do not love us, may God turn their hearts. And if He doesn't turn their hearts, may He turn their ankles, so that we may know them by their limping. Alright. Salancha.
I know we have one right here.
Two.
Which one?
How about faster?
Oh, you need to go, really?
Yeah.
You know it?
Say it loud. Come on, Lise.
I'd rather.
Say it loud.
They all sound so low.
Oh, I thought you meant like other two.
Like you have some good hearing.
So would mine.
Okay, now, number 7. What? We have a team, the team over there, you guys better know this. So, number 7, what does Erin Go Bra mean? What does Erin Go Bra mean? Does it mean A, Ireland forever? B, let's go Ireland? C, luck of the Irish? Or D, you're gonna drink that? So, is it Erin Go?
No, man, if you can't do it yourself, you can find somebody who'll do it for your team.
Shasta shootout. Shasta shootout.
They're only 2 points below you. You gotta win this.
Todd.
Come on.
I'll do it. Mark, these are smaller than normal cans.
What is it?
It's Sprite.
Just like water? Alright. You're gonna get
That's not diet.
I'm going,
So we're gonna go Sprite. We're really see what drinking for us.
you guys don't want to get in
None of
those?
us I do it. I can't do that.
We don't drink soda.
Want to find somebody to do it? Alright, I'll do it for you guys.
Alright.
Yay! I'm not that thirsty, but...
I can't have that much. I can't do my stomach. I can't diet here and
Past my diet already. I'm like, between these two and now and the soda. Brownie. Alright. Shake it and then.
Yeah.
I've been having some coffee.
So should we open it before we... Alright, who wants to count it down?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Go,
From behind, victory by the Smarty Pints. Smarty Pints win with 26 points. Oh, I just said the greatest bird. Alright, you guys, we're going to do some music now. So feel free to get as much food as you want and mingle and do whatever. We're just going to play some music up here.
So this is clapping, so we're gonna need some help with that.
Tim Finnegan lived on a walking street, a gentleman Irish, mighty odds. And a beautiful brogue, so rich and sweet, to rise in the morn he carried on. Yet see, he'd sort of trickling away, with the love of the liquor poor Tim was born. To help him on his way each day, he'd drop of the great third every morning. Whack for the time, I dance with him under on the floor, you cherish. Isn't there a truth that tells you lots of fun I can't? You're right. One morning Tim was rather full, his head felt heavy which made him shake. He He fell from the ladder and he broke his skull. So he carried him home, his corpse to wake, rolled him up in a nice clean sheets, laid him up upon a bed, a barrel of whiskey at his feet and about a quarter at his head. Whack for the diner, that's with Hannah around the fire bench. Is it the truth they told you? That's all fine, that thing is wet.
Alright, you're all safe.
All his friends assembled at the wake. Miss Finnegan called for lunch. First they brought in tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco and whiskey and punch. Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice clean corpse you never did see. Tim Mamarino, why'd you die? Hold your God, said Paddy McGee. Back for the diner, that's when you had around the floor, your cottage. Isn't it a truth they told you? Lots of fun and Finnegan's wit. Then Peggy O'Connor took up the job. Biddy says, you're wrong, I'm sure. Biddy then gave her a belt to the gob, then left her sprawling on the floor. Then the war did soon engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and a rushing soon began. For the diner, that's with your partner and the floor, your finish. Isn't it a truth they tell you? Lots of fun that Finnegan's wit. You're out -5 points. Mickey Malone, he raised his wheel with a bottle of whiskey flew at him. It missed him falling on the bed, and the liquor scattered all over Tim. Tim revives, see how he rises. Timothy rising from the bed. Well, you're risky around like blazes, done it. Don't you think I'm dead? Back for the diner, dance with your partner on the floor, you're rubbish. Isn't it a truth they tell you? Lots of fun and Finnegan's wit. Back for the diner, dance with your partner on the floor, you're rubbish. Isn't it a truth they tell you? Lots of fun and Finnegan's wit. Well done, lads.
This is it.
This is what?
If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
Come on, Sam. Remember what Bilbo used to say. It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out your front door. You step onto the road. If you don't keep your feet, there's no telling where you might be swept off to.
Do you remember the Shire, Mr. Frodo? It'll be spring soon, and the orchards will be in blossom, and the birds will be nesting in the hazel thicket, and the whistle in the summer barley in the lower fields, and eating the first of the strawberries with cream. Do you remember the taste of strawberries?
No, Sam. I can't recall the taste of food, nor the sound of water, nor the touch of grass. I'm naked in the dark. There's nothing, no veil between me and the wheel of fire. I can see him with my waking eyes.
Then let us be rid of it. Once and for all, I cannot carry the ring, but I can carry you. Come on. I wonder if we'll ever be put into songs or tales.
What?
I wonder if people will ever say, let's hear about Frodo and the ring. And they'll say, yes, that's one of my favorite stories. Frodo was really courageous, wasn't he, Dad? Yes, my boy, the most famous of hobbitses. And that's saying a lot.
You've left out one of the chief characters, Samwise the Brave. I want to hear more about Sam. Frodo wouldn't have got very far without Sam.
Now, Mr. Frodo, you shouldn't make fun. I was being serious.
So was I.
Samwise the Brave. And so the ship went out into the high sea and passed into the west, until at last a night of rain, Frodo smelled a sweet fragrance on the air and heard the sound of singing that came over the water. And it then seemed to him that as in his dream in the house of Bombadil,
the gray rain curtain turned to silver glass and was rolled back, and he beheld white shores, and beyond them a far green country under a swift sunrise.
This is Richard's favorite one.
Yeah, that's good. I like gold.
Alright. Alright, just I gotta try to carry him for once, alright. In the days when I was courting, I was seldom done resorting in the alehouse and the playhouse, and many the house between. I told my brother Seamus I'd go off and be right famous. And when I come back home again, I'll have seen the world wide. And it's goodbye, Merchant Durkin, sure I'm sick and tired of working. For I'll dig the praties and no longer I'll be fooled.
I feel like
sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California. Instead of digging praties, I'll be digging lumps of gold.
I think I'm playing the rock chords.
I think you are.
It still works.
Well done, you guys. Thanks.
This is what we tried to get his little brother Josh to do today. He had to work. He couldn't be here with us tonight to help us perform. But
Bless
in the
his
end,
heart, son.
he wasn't able to call in sick.
He's used all his sick notes.
All right. This is about in life there are only two things to worry about. So in life there are only two things to worry about. Either you are well or you are sick. If you are well, there is nothing to worry about. But if you are sick, there are only two things to worry about. Either you will get well or you will die. If you are well, then there is nothing to worry about. But if you die, there are only two things to worry about. Either you will go to heaven or hell. If you go to heaven, there is nothing to worry about. But if you go to hell, you'll be so busy shaking hands with all your friends, you won't have time to worry.
Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of me plight. For at this time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. My body is all black and blue, my face a deathly grey. And I write this note to say wife Hattie's not at work today. 'Twas working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. To throw 'em down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he being an awkward son. He said I had to carry them down the ladders and me hand. Now clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured the rope below. But in my haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. So when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. I shot up like a rocket too. To my dismay I found that's halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. The barrel broke me shoulder as to the ground it sped. And when I reached the top I banged the pulley with my head. I clung on tightly, numb with shock from this almighty blow. And the barrel spilled out half the bricks, 14 floors below. Now when the bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and so started down once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, my body ached with pain. When halfway down I met the bloody barrel once again. The force of this collision halfway up the office block caused multiple abrasions and a nasty state of shock. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I fell towards the ground and landed on the broken bricks that were all scattered round. I lay there groaning on the ground, but I thought I'd passed the worst. But the barrel hit the pulley wheel and then the bottom burst. As shattered bricks rained down on me, I hadn't got a hold. As I lay there bleeding on the ground when I let go of the bloody rope. The barrel then being heavier, it started down once more. I landed right across me as I laid upon the floor. I broke 3 ribs in my left arm, and I can only say But I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today.
Here's to me and here's to you and here's to me. I pray that friends will always be. But if by chance we disagree, to heck with you and here's to me.
Not too bad.
I don't know if that actually...
Does it work? Oh, it doesn't work. All right. Good.
Just use this one. You're gonna sing, right?
Oh, yeah. With a tray, please. Okay, that's right. That's the key.
G?
Yeah. All right, let's do that.
In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set me eyes on sweet Molly Malone. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder her father and mother were fishmongers too, and they wheeled their wheelbarrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set me eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, everyone sing, alive, alive.